Here are Gon FreeCSS's top 10 fragilities, weaknesses, vulnerabilities, and character flaws in Hunter x Hunter, ranked roughly by how severely they impact him, his decisions, and those around him throughout the series. 1. Deep insecurity about his own weakness. Gon's greatest personal fear is being weak or perceived as weak. This stems from childhood abandonment by Jing and fuels an obsessive need to prove his strength, often leading him to self-destructive extremes rather than accept limitations. 2. Extreme impulsiveness and recklessness. Gon frequently acts without thinking, charging headfirst into danger based on emotion rather than strategy. This repeatedly puts him and his friends in life-threatening situations, such as rushing into Chimera Ant territory or provoking far stronger opponents. 3. Temper and rage-driven blindness. When angry, especially over friends like Kite, Gon loses rationality completely. His rage amplifies his power but turns him cold, cruel, and willing to sacrifice everything, culminating in his catastrophic vow against Neferpitou. 4. Dangerous idealism and black and white morality. Gon's worldview is overly simplistic and self-centered. Things are good if they align with his interests, friends, and bad otherwise. He shows excessive mercy to some enemies while being hypocritically merciless to others, ignoring broader consequences. 5. Selfish prioritization. Despite his kind nature, Gon often puts his personal goals, finding Jing, avenging Kite, above everything, even his friends' safety or feelings. This strains relationships and leads to manipulative or dismissive behavior toward those closest to him. 6. Fear of abandonment and need for validation. Rooted in Jing leaving him, Gon subconsciously ties his self-worth to being strong enough to be accepted. This makes him terrified of rejection or failure, pushing him to overcompensate through reckless power-seeking. 7. Inflexibility as an enhancer. Gon's straightforward enhancement affinity limits his Nen versatility. He lacks the adaptability of other types, struggles with complex techniques, and relies heavily on raw power, making him vulnerable against trickier strategic opponents. 8. J. Jenkins' charge time and interruptibility. His signature attacks, especially Rock, require noticeable charging time, leaving him open to interruption or counters. Smarter opponents exploit this window, forcing Gon into riskier plays. 9. Lack of battle experience and tactical depth. Despite his talent, Gon's relative inexperience shows in prolonged fights. He often fails to read complex strategies, gets overwhelmed by details, or relies on brute force rather than clever tactics. 10. Physical and Nen toll from overexertion. Gon's body and aura take massive damage from pushing beyond limits, e.g., extreme Ren, J. Jenkin overuse, or his adult transformation. His accelerated healing helps, but repeated abuse leaves lasting consequences,